on Mars to make a space mission happen. But sometimes things still don't go as planned. Like last week when the Schiaparelli lander got to Mars, and unfortunately it arrived with a little more of a bang than we had hoped. The lander was part of ExoMars, a joint project between the European Space Agency and the Russian space agency Roscosmos. The two-mission program was designed to investigate whether there's life on Mars by studying the planet's water, geochemistry, and atmosphere. And on October 19th, the first mission arrived as planned. It carried two spacecraft, the Trace Gas Orbiter, or TGO, and the Schiaparelli lander. The plan was that TGO would go into orbit around Mars and start searching for the source of methane in its atmosphere. Using space observatories and telescopes on Earth, we've seen that Mars's atmosphere has a small amount of methane gas, but its levels change depending on the location and the time, which means there's likely something creating methane on the surface. On Earth, methane is usually a sign of life, since it's emitted by both plants and animals, but it's also created by geochemical processes, like minerals breaking down. Right now, we don't know if the methane on Mars is coming from a living source or a geochemical one. So TGO is designed to create the most detailed model yet of Mars's atmosphere to help figure that out. Meanwhile, the Schiaparelli lander was made as a test run for the second part of ExoMars, a rover which should launch in 2020. With Schiaparelli, the engineers wanted to make sure they had all the technology in place to successfully land on Mars before sending the rover. And at first, everything was going great. TGO was smoothly inserted into orbit, and the initial reports say it's still going well. Unfortunately, Schiaparelli had a rough landing, and by that I mean it crashed. Just 50 seconds before the lander reached the surface, we suddenly lost contact with it. The lander was supposed to have an easy 6-minute descent controlled by 9 thrusters, but instead it started free-falling between 2 and 4 kilometers above the surface, meaning it crashed into Mars at over 300 kilometers per hour.
That's
Imagine a race car crashing into a brick wall. It didn't go well. Using the low-res camera on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, which is currently orbiting Mars, NASA was able to snap a few photos of the landing site.
Before,
and it looks like
after,
there was a crash
smash,
was supposed to
that dot, that did it for me. That sealed the deal.
Pretty clear what happened.
Right there, that dot.
Full story within the next few
You
weeks.
fucking
But it looks like
idiots.
the parachute may have jettisoned too early, or the thrusters didn't activate.
No one's going to space. No one's going to Mars.
Landing didn't go as planned. The mission was not a failure. The Trace
Yeah, it was.
Orbiter will be doing important research on Mars's atmosphere until 2020.
Like
and even
what?
the initial descent data from Schiaparelli will help the ESA and Roscosmos when the
So
time
you don't
comes for them to
smash
put their
next
lander on
time?
Mars. We all
You're
know
gonna
that space
smash
exploration
anyway,
isn't
'cause you
easy,
should
but we're
know
learning
what the
more
fuck
with
you're
every
doing.
mission. Meanwhile,
People
in
are
galaxies
landing on
far,
Mars
far
all the
away,
time,
scientists
doing
have
all this
discovered
shit. If you
universe
say
of
you are,
X-rays
we're
that
doing what you're
stronger than
doing.
almost anything
You still
else
don't
we've
know what
seen
to do
before.
or how to
In a study
land on
published in the
it?
journal Nature, astronomers say they
Bullshit.
observed what may turn out to be a brand new class of space explosion.
Oh, that's
taking place
great.
in 2 different galaxies. The star systems where
believe
these
that.
explosions are happening appear to be normal binary systems, where either a black hole or a neutron star is pulling matter from a companion star. And typically, these two systems emit
why aren't we a
strong
binary
X-rays,
star
just like plenty of
system?
other
I think
binary
we are, and
systems
they're
do.
not
But
telling
every
you about
few days,
Nibiru.
something causes them to flare up. Within about a minute, they become hundreds of times brighter than they were before.
Oh my God, that's
emitting
awesome.
more X-rays than almost anything that's ever been observed.
Wow.
These objects qualify as what are called ULXs, or
Oh my
ultra-luminous X-ray sources.
You're
Now, there's
kidding me.
another kind of ULX that we know as magnetars, young neutron stars with powerful magnetic fields.
magnetar.
These new systems are hundreds to thousands of times brighter than
Hundreds
any
to
magnetar we've
thousands?
ever seen. They also stay brighter for longer, peaking for about an hour, compared to magnetars, which fade after only a few seconds. And unlike magnetars, which tend to
I
be pretty
blew
young
my load.
astronomically speaking, these systems have only been seen around elliptical galaxies.
Oh,
They're mainly
right.
groups of older stars. The systems are found using data from NASA's Chandra
The Mayans.
Observatory and the ESA's XMM Newton Observatory, 2 X-ray
Oh,
space
yeah, those
telescopes
two
launched
fake
in
things.
1999. After
That
searching
sounds
for
really
70
fucking
galaxies,
great.
astronomers found one of the new ULXs in a galaxy 47 million light years away.
That's it? We
and
should
the other
go.
14 million light years
Someone
away,
rent a
near the
fucking
galaxy
rent-a-car and let's
Syntax A.
go.
Astronomers are still trying to figure out what's creating these flares, but they think they may be caused by matter falling
I
into
think
black
it's the
holes.
bullshit
But
spewing
again,
from your
they're not
mouth.
sure yet. So exploring the universe is hard.